Welcome on back. As we were looking at the coaching staff for the Skyridge Falcons, Skyridge head coach Jeff Gardner has been here, the long-term guy, 20 years with the Falcons, 248 wins opposed to 210 losses. When we look at these teams coming into this game, Crimson Cliffs, 5-3, they were 3-3 before Wednesday. They got 2 wins on Wednesday and Thursday in this tournament over Cedar Valley and Copper Hills. They have competed in all of their losses. They have those 3 losses. They've lost by a combined 17 points. One of those losses being a 11-point loss an 11-point loss to Wasatch. The rest have been very close. A close loss, a 5-point loss to Ridgeline, and then a 1-point loss to Skyview. So this Crimson Cliffs team really looking to make some noise this year, trying to get back and further their win total, as this team is very talented. Now, when you look at the Skyridge side of things, their season has still we've had a small sample size, only a sample size of 4 games. They're 3-1 in those 4 games. And, I'm still trying to see who this team is. They've played those 4 games, and I don't feel like that's a big enough sample size to really tell who this team is going to be this year. We have some ideas. Karsten Mosteller leads the team this year with 15 points a game. And, man, does he have an ability to take over for his team on offense. As we look to our players to watch in this game, continuing on with Karsten Mosteller. Through this year, he has a season-high 23 points versus Riverton on December 2nd. His season low this year has been 8 points against Mountain View on December 11th, just yesterday. He's looking to try and have a bigger impact on the offense against this team. Skyridge's only loss comes against Timpview. And for those of you who've been following Utah high school basketball, Timpview is really good, undefeated with Dean Ruckert, the BYU commit. Dean Ruckert had 20 in that game. I know some people hate the term quality loss. You look at that, that's a quality loss against that Timpview team. So they're coming into this game trying to further who they are. As we get ready for tip, we'll take a look at our starting lineups. Before that, on the Crimson Cliffs side of things, you have McKay Lindquist. McKay Lindquist, 641 career points. He had 24 points against Copper Hills last night. Look for him to have a big impact on this game. Starting for Copper Hills, we got Sands Reed, Will Hawkinson, Britton Phillips, McKay Lindquist, and Travis Murdoch as the Mustangs gain possession and win the tip. For Skyridge, we got Hunter Sheffield, Zach Goggin, Joel Gardner, Ryder Gentry, and Karsten Mosteller. First shot no good for Crimson Cliffs. Skyridge trying to get on the board first. Joel Gardner with the ball. Hands that one off to Goggin. Little bit of a miscommunication between Zach Goggin and Joel Gardner as Gardner was cutting. That ball will sail out of bounds. And Will Hawkinson will take it up the floor for the Mustangs. Phillips will try and get that ball over to Murdoch. Murdoch unable to get that one to go. That's another player on this Mustangs team you also need to talk about is Travis Murdoch, averaging 13.8 points per game this year, as he's been a fantastic piece of this Crimson Cliffs team. Ball stolen away by the Mustangs. Some early turnovers as Skyridge gets a turnover of their own. Sheffield finds Goggin. Goggin guarded by Lindquist. 3 up, no good for Carson Mosteller. Sands Reed gets it to Hawkinson. Hawkinson gives it up to Lindquist. As the Mustangs passing this ball around. Chop the key three-pointer up and good for Britton Phillips as he opens up the scoring for us tonight. Skyridge trying to push the pace. Zach Goggin driving, steps through. Ball almost stolen by the Mustangs. We'll have a blocking foul given to Sands Reed. First foul of the game is the Falcons had a step on offense there. Gardner to inbound the ball. Mosteller kicks it out. Goggin guarded by Lindquist. Some nice defense thus far. 3 up, in and out, no good for Ryder Gentry. Mustangs will slow it down, get a play designed. Sands Reed with the ball. Guarded by Sheffield. Lindquist, pump fakes. Slow it down. Gets it to Hawkinson. 11 on the shot clock. Great defense from the Falcons. Lindquist driving. Kicks out, finds the cutting Sands Reed. And a nice awareness there from Reed. Falcons with the fast break. They'll get their first points on of the game as Zach Goggin gets up the floor quickly for the fast break too. Cross-court pass. 3 up for Sands Reed, no good. Rebound, Skyridge. Gardner, cross-court pass, extra pass. Mosteller. Nice ball movement. 3 on the corner, no good. Rebound will go to the Mustangs. Nice effort from Skyridge. Ball poked away. Skyridge gets a turnover. Nice steal there by Ryder Gentry. 3 up, far side corner, no good for Carson Mosteller. And we'll get a loose ball foul called on Crimson Cliffs as Ripken Roberts checks into the game alongside Koa Wallwork for the Falcons. Mosteller and Sheffield will take a seat. Wallwork gets the ball inbounded. Ryder Gentry gets the layup. A nice play there. Mustangs push the pace. Shot up, no good. Nice defense from Gentry. We will have a foul called on Joel Gardner, I believe, as Sands Reed was unable to cut. Lindquist inbound. Gets it to Phillips. Phillips guarded by Roberts. Finds Lindquist. Ball a little high. Ultimately avoids the turnover as Easton Back gets it. Lindquist gets the pass into the paint. Ultimately comes back with it. Ball initially blocked by Ripken Roberts, the 6'4 senior. But Lindquist will be fouled with the chance to shoot 2. Lindquist comes into this game 18 three-pointers on the year so far. He's averaging 2 3-pointers a game as he makes the first. And he really can't stretch the floor, also drive to the paint. Able to go 2 for 2 for the line. Crimson Cliffs up 3 early. Wallwork gets it to the corner. will slow it down, call a play. He'll take the screen. Cross-court pass, finds Gardner. Gardner looks like he took the bump. No foul call. Nice move right there from Gentry. Ball ultimately poked away. Crimson Cliffs comes up with the steal. Easton back. Gives it up. Lindquist gets it into the paint. Shot up, no good, as Travis Murdoch couldn't get the roll. Foul will be given to Zach Goggin for his first personal of the game. When we look at Travis Murdoch this year for Crimson Cliffs, as he makes the first one, he's got 111 points on the season through these 8 games. His season high 24 versus Spanish Fork. He had 23 versus Green Canyon and 20 versus Copper Hills. He has 3 20-point games this season. A bunch of other games being 12 points, 15 points, 7 points, and his season low being 0 points against Wasatch in that first loss of the year. Unable to make the second, Skyridge gets a corner 3 as Carson Mosteller drills out from the far side corner and make it a 1-point game. May have even gotten the foul as he fell down after that shot. Almost gets a steal on defense. Weaving through traffic is Easton back. Initially loses the ball out of bounds. I believe Skyridge will get possession, as he will lose that ball out of bounds. Joel Gardner, guarded by Lindquist, gets it to Wallwork. Back to Gentry. Gentry, little 8-foot push shot, gets that one to bounce in. And Skyridge will take the lead. Murdoch gets it to Phillips. Phillips back to Reed. Reed driving. Backdoor cut, layup up, and good as Easton back gets the layup with the backdoor cut. Back and forth early in this first quarter. Wallwork. Hands it to Gardner. Joel Gardner driving on Reed. 3 up for Mosteller. No good. Rebound. Lindquist. Lindquist push the pace to back. Sands Reed will slow things down. 1:30 to go in the quarter. Lindquist took a bump, but the no foul call. Fast break opportunity for Skyridge, and Carson Mosteller unable to corral that ball as that one slides out of the hands. Back into the game is Hunter Sheffield for Skyridge alongside Zach Goggin. Will Hawkinson in the game for Sands Reed. Hawkinson gets the ball to Murdoch. Murdoch looking for something in the paint. Good defense from Skyridge thus far. Lindquist with an acrobatic shot. No good. Rebound. Wallwork tries to fire that ball in, but Lindquist gets fouled hard as Ripken Roberts seems to be holding his jaws. Both players seem to be a little hurt there. Officials are talking, and a dangerous play there as both players kind of caught out of the blue. Foul will go on Ripken Roberts as Lindquist able to step in front of that ball and steal it away, get to the line. Takes a 2-point lead as Carson Mosteller comes back into the game. Second shot up and good for McKay Lindquist. McKay Lindquist will go take a seat. And in the game for him is Baden Cotton. Gardner setting up his play. Mosteller passes into the paint. Nice designed play. Unfortunately, Gentry unable to finish. Ball loose. Corralled by Hawkinson. Back. Tries to get it into the paint. It's a lot of turnovers early. Shot clock is off. Skyridge will hold for the last possession of the game. Or, forgive me, of the quarter. Gardner tries to get it to Mosteller. Stolen away. And a fast break layup up and good for Britton Phillips. Last second heave, no good. And through one quarter of action, 14-9 is your score. As so far, the Mustangs and both Skyridge playing good defense, limiting the offensive looks on both sides of the ball. They just got to find a way to clean up. Both sides got to clean up the offense. We'll take a quick break and be back with the second half of action, or second quarter of action. We'd like to welcome you back to Skyridge High School as we continue our coverage of the Skyridge tournament. As we enjoy this holiday basketball, Skyridge finds themselves down 5 early in this game as they take on Crimson Cliffs. Both head coaches trying to figure out how to navigate this defensive battle thus far. Both teams kind of feeling each other out, seeing what the other wants to do on offense and defense. As Joel Gardner will take the inbound from Mosteller. Cross-court pass to Mosteller. Mosteller for 3, no good. Rebound back. Back, pushing the pace. A nice come-from-behind steal, Zach Goggin. Fast break for the Falcons, and Ryder Gentry will convert. Sands Reed pushed it up the floor quickly for the Mustangs. Phillips needs some help. Nice defense there from Ryder Gentry as he forces that turnover. Skyridge back within 3. Joel Gardner taking it up the floor. Gardner will pull up for 3, no good. Rebound will come to Crimson Cliffs as Cotton pulls it down. Back will slow it down. Phillips. Hawkinson driving, shot, up, no good. Doesn't get the shooter's touch. Battling for the rebound is Cotton. Ultimately comes out to Skyridge. An intentional foul will be called on Britton Phillips. That's what it looked like as Crimson Cliffs was just trying to get back on defense. That will be Phillips' second personal of the game. Checking back in is McKay Lindquist and Travis Murdoch. Britton Phillips will go take a seat alongside Baden Cotton. Gentry gets it into the paint, gets the finish and the and one opportunity. As Travis Murdoch gets called for the foul. And just like that, Skyridge within 1 as Crimson Cliffs scoreless in the quarter. Gentry converts the and one. 14-14. Easton back with the ball. Gets it down to Travis Murdoch. Murdoch has the ball poked away. But a foul will be called on Joel Gardner as Gardner came from the help side to try and poke that ball away. They're really trying to keep Travis Murdoch from having an impact on this game. We'll see if substitution as Joel Gardner will take a seat. Coming back into the game is Koa Walwork. Lindquist kicks out. Nice ball movement as Murdoch able to finish that play. Sands Reed gets the assist. Gentry hands the ball off. Carson Mosteller driving, finishes through the contact, no foul. Tied ball game. Reed takes screen, guarded by Mosteller. Gets it over to back. Back gets it to Murdoch. Murdoch double teamed. Shot up and good as he fights through the double team in the paint. Skyridge trying to push the pace, maybe a little too fast as they turn that one over. Easton back. Gets it to Lindquist. Lindquist, little strong as the late contest from Skyridge may have affected that shot. Ball will stick with Crimson Cliffs. Some very fast-paced basketball these last few minutes. Ball inbounded to Lindquist, guarded by Goggin. Hands it off to Hawkinson. Will Hawkinson has been a solid player as we'll have a foul called on the Mustangs. It will be an offensive foul, so Skyridge will get the ball back. And this is something we've seen an early storyline on both teams is these mistakes. We've seen multiple turnovers. And we've also seen these offensive fouls that have act as a turnover. Walwork with the ball. Ripken. Goggin unable to finish. As Zach Goggin has played pretty well thus far, been a vocal point of the offense. As Murdoch spins around, gets the shooter's roll as that ball bounced on that rim 2 or 3 times before finally falling. Walwork gets it into Gentry. Gentry somehow hangs onto it through the traffic and finishes. 18-20. Hawkinson, guarded by Gardner, forgive me. 19 on the shot clock. Murdoch on Gentry. Turnaround, fade away. What a shot from Travis Murdoch as he's had his fingerprints early in this game. Walwork driving. Shot up, no good, blocked. Able to get his own miss is Walwork. Ryder Gentry will slow it down. Kick out corner as Goggin will work on Murdoch. Nice job fading away from the bigger body Travis Murdoch as Zach Goggin able to get that one to fall. Travis Murdoch guarded by Gentry. 2-point lead for Crimson Cliffs as Reed gets Lindquist. Lindquist has been a little quiet as Easton back drives in. Shot up, no good. Gets his own miss. No good on the putback. And Skyridge pushed the pace. Corner 3. Up, no good for Joel Gardner. 3:15 to go in the half. Lindquist guarded by Gardner. Or forgive me, by Goggin. Reed gets it to Easton back. 13 on the shot clock. Driving. Needs some help. Gets that one blocked. Gets his own miss. Shot up, no good. But a foul will be called as this Skyridge defense has been playing great all night. Both defenses have, as low scoring affair thus far. Crimson Cliffs only 8 points in the quarter. I believe Skyridge is up to 11. As they have cut this lead back to 2. Easton back at the line. Hits the first. When we look at Easton back through this season, he's been averaging just under 9 points a game, as he's been a very nice part of this offense, able to get those backdoor cuts, get some layups. Good on the first one and the second. We'll have Zach Goggin come back into the game for Ryder Gentry. And Koa Walwork will take it up the floor. Guarded by Will Hawkinson. Hawkinson stays with the ball handler. Mosteller working on Lindquist. Gets it back to Walwork. Walwork has the ball poked away. Nice defense there from Hawkinson. 15 on the shot clock. Mosteller driving on Lindquist. Nice strong move to create the space. Finishes the layup. Hawkinson gets it to Lindquist. Lindquist for three. No good, as he has been scoreless from the arc thus far. Mosteller gives it to Sheffield. Hunter Sheffield will give it back to Ripken Roberts. Nice backdoor cut by Goggin. Goggin finds the space and gets the two. Tie ball game. 2 minutes to the half. Kotzen. We'll give it up. Hawkinson driving mid-range jumper up and good. A big shot from Will Hawkinson. 90 seconds to go in the half. Will Hawkinson will slow it down. Three up for Hunter Sheffield. No good off the right side of the rim. We will have a rebound foul called on Will Hawkinson, I believe. Or forgive me, it will be Easton back who will be called on the foul. Travis Murdoch checks back into the game alongside Ryder Gentry. Nice ball poked away by Easton back. Skyridge able to get it back. Cross-court pass is going to be off of Skyridge. And another turnover for the Falcons, as this defense from really both sides has been the story of the show thus far. Hawkinson, 1 minute to play in the second half. Both teams will have probably one or two possessions. Phillips back in the game. Gets it back to Hawkinson. 15 on the shot clock. Driving to his left. Gets it to Reed. Reed finishes the layup. And we'll have an inbounding violation on Ryder Gentry. And forgive me, that last bucket made by Easton back. So a chance for Crimson Cliffs to double dip here off of the mistake on the inbounding violation by the Falcons. Murdoch with the ball, guarded by Gentry. We'll hand it back to Hawkinson. Separation of shot clock and game clock, about 5 seconds. So I imagine Crimson Cliffs will take most of this last few seconds of the game. I'd be shocked if the Falcons didn't get another possession, probably about 5 to 10 seconds long. Hawkinson hands it off to Beck. Murdoch driving on Gentry. 2 on the shot clock. Gets it up. No good. Rebound. Skyridge. 5 on the game clock. Zach Goggin taking it up the floor. Has to put up a prayer. And a little too strong as as he almost sunk that, sailed over the rim, and that'll do it for our first half of action. Skyridge down 4 against Crimson Cliffs. We'll be back after this 10-minute break with halftime stats. High school, as we get ready for the second half of action, as Skyridge finds themselves down 4 going into the second half against Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. Gavin Atkinson with you, and I'll take you the rest of the way as the winner of this game awaits the winner of tonight's later game. Westlake will take on Farmington. The winner of those two games, this game and the next, will face each other tomorrow in the semifinals and then the finals game later that night. Coming in to the half, your leading scorers for Crimson Cliffs, Travis Murdoch with 11. And for Skyridge, Ryder Gentry also had 11. Carson Mosteller had 7 for the Falcons as well. Lindquist had his 4 as he tried to take that one up to get his 6 on that layup, had that one blocked away. Three-pointer up for Joel Gardner, no good. Rebound will go to the Falcons as that ball was loose for a while. Joel Gardner will secure it and bring back order to this possession. He'll hand it off to Mosteller. Mosteller driving on Phillips. Britton Phillips able to hit that one to get 9 on the game as we're back to a 2-point lead. 3 up for Phillips, and Phillips gets right back at Mosteller. Hits the 3 compared to his 2. 5-point lead for Crimson Cliffs. Gentry will hand it off. Sheffield for 3. No good. Rebound will be secured by Travis Murdoch. Will Hawkinson, guarded by Gardner. He'll give it up to Sands Reed. Going to be very interested to see what adjustments are made. Both defenses playing very well through that quarter. A lot of loose balls, a lot of turnovers created by both teams' defenses. We'll see another turnover there as Lindquist could not connect with Britton Phillips. It's kind of the matchup of the experienced head coach in Jeff Gardner, 20 years with the program, versus Crimson Cliff Scott Murdoch, 3 years with the program. Going to be really interested to see what adjustments are made and which coaching philosophy wins out tonight. Gardner tries to find Sheffield, but Reed's right there to poke that ball away. Zach Goggin passed the ball in. Goggin had 6 in the quarter, in the half, as he had a nice impact on the game. A nice steal there from Will Hawkinson as he steals it from Gardner driving. That ball will stick with the Mustangs as Ryder Gentry poked it out of bounds. Reed will inbound to Hawkinson. Hawkinson will slow it down, set up a play. They'll find Lindquist. And Lindquist has been quiet, not able to do what he wants to thus far. 0 for 2 from 3. As he'll cut, driving in, finishes through contact, and able to make that shot. A very acrobatic play by Lindquist. Gagan gets the ball, guarded by Lindquist. Another hard foul, and on this side of the floor is perhaps Lindquist a little frustrated on the no call on the far side of the field. Gagan to inbound. He'll get it to Mosteller. And then Gentry will go to work. Gentry has been the leading scorer for Skyridge in this game, and and it's all been in the paint. He has such a nice post spin move. He can really work through some contact, get to the rim, get those shots up. We see right there, unable to finish through the contact, draws the foul, and he'll be shooting some more free throws tonight. First free throw up and good. As Skyridge with 3 points of the quarter opposed to Crimson Cliffs, 6 points. Hawkinson, guarded by Mosteller, takes a screen. Nice switch from Gentry. Cross-court pass. Phillips gets the shooter's touch and rolls that one in. Skyridge trying to push the pace. Shot up, no good for Joel Gardner. 35-27. As Skyridge trying to slow down this Crimson Cliffs offense, trying to get their offense going as well. Murdoch throws that one away. Nice steal there from Gardner. And that's a great way to start it as Mosteller gets the finish. Cross-court pass. Murdoch trying to fight through some traffic. No good, as these officials are really stingy with the whistle right now on both sides. Joel Gardner with a left-handed push shot, up and good. And just like that, Skyridge back within 4. Hometown crowd getting a little excited, getting loud, trying to cheer on their Falcons. Reed driving, has that ball poked away. Somehow that ball got back to Travis Murdoch. He is very active finding those loose balls. He will be fouled, and Travis Murdoch back to the free throw line. When you look at this game, it's really been a battle between Ryder Gentry and Travis Murdoch, and they play in a very similar way. They're both kind of paint presences. They like to back you down in the paint, spin you off, and get a little push shot up or a layup. First shot no good for Murdoch. 3:38 to go in the quarter. He goes 1 for 2 for the line. Wallwork takes it up the floor. Roberts will find Wallwork. Wallwork, a pump fake. He looked like he was open, more comfortable driving. He almost throws that one out of bounds. Saved by Sheffield. 3 up for Mosteller, no good. Rebound back. Easton back. Guarded by Mosteller. And the double team comes in the paint. Nice dump off pass. Shot no good as Will Hawkinson's floater just bounced around the rim a few times. Unable to bounce through it though. Ball will go out of bounds and will go to the the Falcons. Mosteller guarded by Murdoch. Wallwork picks up his dribble, gets it to Mosteller. Mosteller driving on Murdoch, and we'll have a foul called as, man, it really looked like Travis Murdoch took a poke to the eye on that play. Unable to keep his hands up. It looked, to me, from my vantage point, looked like Murdoch had his hands pretty straight up, and it to me would have been a good no call in this type of game, but perhaps the officials trying to get a stronger control on this game, trying to take some of the physicality out of it. Mosteller hits the first one more. 2 for 2 is Mosteller. 3-point game. Lindquist been pretty quiet in this game for his standards. As you can tell, the game plan was to slow him down. He tries to take that mid-range jumper, and that one just bounces in and out, and really just doesn't have the touch tonight. Some nights it's your night, other nights it's not, and most nights that'll go in for him. Walwork driving, able to keep his pivot foot down, avoiding the travel. A nice shot there from Ryder Gentry. Reverses it, and a nice layup as he continues to lead this Falcons team in scoring. Reverse layup no good for Phillips. Pushing the pace is Mosteller. Mosteller guarded by Easton Back. Skyridge will slow it down. Will Hawkinson guarding Walwork. Walwork takes it to the paint, a little too strong on that layup attempt. Phillips will hand it off to Lindquist. Lindquist guarded by Hunter Sheffield, and Sheffield has done a great job thus far. We'll see an intentional foul here, as I believe they're trying to get this substitution done with 1:23 to go in the third. Officials will convene and we'll see some substitutions as Ryder Gentry will go take a seat and Joel Gardner back into the game. Reed inbounds the ball. McKay Lindquist, Easton Beck. Crimson Cliffs gets it into the paint with Phillips. Phillips, nice footwork, draws the contact. As you just see how patient this kid is in the paint. He fakes right, fakes left, goes back to the right, back to the left, steps through and gets that shot off, and that helped defense just a little too late. Able to hit that first shot. Increasing the lead to 2. Second shot attempt up and good. 38-35. Skyridge down 3. Almost a beautiful designed play. Almost a great play there, but Crimson Cliffs able to kick the ball away as there was a nice backdoor cut set up for Koa Walwork. Walwork will get the ball back. Ten on the shot clock. Skyridge needs to find a way to get a shot off. Looking for the paint, and once again, Ryder Gentry, as he just has a way of getting open. 30 seconds. This should be the last shot attempt of the quarter. 1 point game. Lindquist with the ball, guarded by Gagon. Lindquist will hand it off. Reed. 9 on the game clock. Driving is Reed. Reed gets it to Lindquist. Lindquist loses the ball. Nice steal from Joel Gardner. And Skyridge just gets a shot attempt off, and it looked like Koa Walwork wasn't expecting that pass, just wasn't ready for it, as he was a little frustrated. He got the ball, unable to convert on that buzzer beater layup. We got one more quarter of action for you in this game. We'll take a quick break and be back in a moment. Welcome back into Skyridge High School in Lehigh, Utah, as Skyridge finds themselves down 1 in this quarterfinals game of the Skyridge 2025 tournament. A little bit of confusion on the inbound of that play. Skyridge wanted the ball inbounded quick, as Crimson Cliffs was really slow to get back onto the court. A little bit of a confusing situation there. I believe we'll have a timeout called. And that's, those are some of the things you'll see in high school basketball. Music might have been a little late coming out of that quarter break. Skyridge was ready to inbound the ball, and Crimson Cliffs wasn't there. So unable to convert on that mental mistake there for Crimson Cliffs. Skyridge will retain possession, I believe. Possession arrow is in favor of Crimson Cliffs at the moment. Mosteller unable to hang on to the inbound as that ball came off a little too hot, and he's unable to handle it. Hawkinson blocked. Oh, wow. Foul will be called on Joel Gardner, and that looked like good help defense to me. Two shots coming for Will Hawkinson. First shot up and good. Lead back up to 2. Skyridge has trailed the majority of this game. Second shot up and good. Crimson Cliffs up 3. Carson Mosteller will get the ball. We saw this play before. 3 up, in and out. And it really is a beautiful play design that will get Mosteller an open 3 attempt. There, he just couldn't get it to the bottom of the basket. Hawkinson loses the ball. There will be a foul called on Zach Gagon, and it's a tough situation as this crowd gets a little rowdy, as most of this game has been very physical and the refs have allowed it. I don't know how much I agree with that last call. Easton back, hands it off to Lindquist. Lindquist gets it to Travis Murdoch. And Travis Murdoch, a nice 3 attempt for him. Gagon spin moves, kicks out to the corner, open 3. Joel Gardner right back at you. As these teams going back and forth. Backdoor cut, nice. As Sands Reed found himself all alone. These teams pushed the pace. Mosteller was open in the corner, but Gagon's going to slow it down. Ryder Gentry gets the play call, hands it off to Gardner. Gardner guarded by Hawkinson. Gagon gets it into the paint. Gentry versus Murdoch in the paint, and Gentry will be fouled once again. You watch this kid's footwork and his ability to draw the contact. I don't blame Travis Murdoch. It's hard to know where this kid's going. His footwork is great. He could go one way, another way. He's using the ball to fake him out, and you do all that right, and you'll earn your trips to the charity strike. No good on that first shot. Skyridge down 5. Second free throw good for Gentry. 6 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Both teams fighting for a chance in the semifinals. 3 up, no good for Easton back. Loose ball picked up by Gagon. Mosteller weaves in. Layup up and good with the right hand as he steps through right past the defender and gets right back on defense. McKay Lindquist gets it to Phillips. Phillips looking for some help. .14 on the shot clock. Easton back, driving, fighting through contact. Ball is loose. Gets it to Phillips. Phillips open for three. In and out, man, and hit the front of the rim, back of the rim, bounced out. Zach Gagon drops it right into the pocket for Ryder Gentry, and Gentry converts as his fantastic night continues. Tie ball game, 5 minutes to go. McKay Lindquist silences the crowd with a mid-range jumper, and that looked calm, cool, and collected as he sunk that clutch shot. 4:50 to go. We'll take a quick break and be back in a minute. We'd like to welcome you back into Skyridge High School, as we've got a buckle-up night here. 4:50 to go, 2-point lead for Crimson Cliffs. Skyridge with possession as they look to stay in their own tournament they are hosting. Koa Walwork with the ball. Gets it to Gentry. Gentry with a fantastic night. Spin move. Shot up and good, and once again, Ryder Gentry. Tie ball game. Starting to get some clutch minutes. Lindquist, pump fake, guarded by Gagon. Almost loses the ball. Nice pass on the bailout. Crimson Cliffs, layup up, no good, and a foul will be called and will send Travis Murdoch to the line. Foul will be given to Ryder Gentry, his third personal of the night. Shot up and good to increase the lead, or to take the lead, forgive me. Second shot, no good. 1 point lead as Skyridge gets possession and secures that rebound. Koa Walwork gets it to Gentry. Mosteller for three. No good, a little too strong. And a nice play as Zach Gagon throws it off the legs of a Mustang defender, keeping possession with the Falcons. Koa Walwork will slow it down, drop this play. Gagon gets it back to Joel Gardner. 20 on the shot clock. A man defense. Once again, we saw it. That play designed for Ryder Gentry. And this team has fantastic play calling to get him open in the paint and feed the beast. Skyridge takes the lead, and Koa Walwork gets the steal. Koa Walwork pushes the pace, almost travels, able to maintain his dribble. We will have a timeout called, as a little bit of a sketchy possession right there for Skyridge, as head coach Jeff Gardner was right in the ear of the official, letting him know he wanted that timeout to keep this possession. 1 minute timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back with the final 3 minutes of this game. Into Skyridge High School. Skyridge up one after trailing most of the game, able to take this lead. And they have possession here as they look to increase it. Zach Gagon to inbound. Just over 3 minutes to go. Clutch time is upon us. Gagon hands it off. Mosteller. 15 on the shot clock as Skyridge draws up another play. Walwork driving. Gets it to Gentry. Gentry driving. Nice spin move. Oh, and the ball gets stuck as a jump ball is called, and that will stay, or forgive me, possession arrow in favor of Crimson Cliffs. What a nice move, and if he just got a little more touch on it, a little more power, I believe it would have bounced off the window into the rim, or forgive me, through the rim. Crimson Cliffs looking to take the lead. Reed with the ball, guarded by Sheffield. Hunter Sheffield he's really impressed me tonight as a great defender. Mustangs trying to get the ball into the paint, and great defense played from Gentry. They were looking for Travis Murdoch, and that was covered up all possession. Corner three, up and good for Carson Mosteller. Skyridge explodes for a 4-point lead. Cross-court pass, Reed driving, kicks it out. Phillips, mid-range, no good. And Skyridge, Mosteller for three again, and he drains it as Carson Mosteller, 2 quick threes in clutch time to really take control of this game. 7-point lead. Lindquist for three, and Lindquist says anything you can do, I can match. 4-point game, 90 seconds to go. But just like that, some key defense in the paint from Ryder Gentry, denying the ball to Travis Murdoch, and then 2 quick transition threes for Carson Mosteller, and Skyridge is in the driver's seat for the rest of this game. But you can't deny that shot from McCade Lindquist. What a clutch shot. If he doesn't hit that, you might start thinking that was ball game, but Lindquist drains that, is going to extend this game. 90 seconds. You've got a ton of time. There's going to be at least 2 possessions each team, I believe, through this game. You've got plenty of time to tie up this game, but it all starts on defense. You're past the time of letting points go across. You don't need a foul, but you need to get a stop. Walwork will take it up the floor. Guarded by Hawkinson. Joe Gardner. We'll get it and then quickly back to Walwork. 18 on the shot clock. Hands off to Mosteller. Zach Gagon. Nice ball movement. Mosteller for three. Is this the dagger? No good. Ball is loose. And Zach Gagon secures it. Getting the timeout just in time. And what a heads-up play from Zach Gagon. Is that might do it here for us. Not quite. But that really helped his team's chance of winning, securing that board, getting that timeout called. And you start looking at the clock. You got 50 seconds left in this game, 30-second shot clock. I expect Skyridge to take the majority of this shot clock off and take a lot of this game time out. It gets to a point where a make will seal this game. A miss won't seal it, but the clock is not your ally for Crimson Cliffs. You need a quick score with maybe 20 seconds, 15 seconds left when you get that possession, and then you start playing the foul game. But all the time, the effort plays that don't go on the stat sheet. That will count as a rebound for Zach Gagon, but it was so much more than just a rebound, possibly a game-sealing rebound. Mosteller hands it off to Walwork. The trap comes. Can they get out of it? Cross-court pass, and they'll slow it down. 19 on the shot clock. Mosteller driving, layup, no good. Lindquist with the ball, takes a screen, gets a three up, no good off the back iron. Rebound, back, shot up and good, and this makes it very interesting. A 2-point game, timeout will be called by Crimson Cliffs. 2-point game, and you know the shot clock's off. You got to play the foul game here. But just like that, Crimson Cliffs back in it. I'm very interested to see what inbound play is designed. You know, I fully expect a trap to be called by. Forgive me as I'm trying to get my thoughts together. I fully expect a full court press to be called by Crimson Cliffs. They're going to try to deny the inbound, try and get Skyridge to either call a timeout or get that 5-second inbound violation. If they could get that inbound, that inbound violation, that gives them possession. Skyridge knows this. They're going to design an inbound play to get a ball handler free to collect the rebound. Then it becomes a foul game if that initial trap from Crimson Cliffs does not work. Zach Gagon will inbound this pass. Full court press. Trying to get the ball in. They will. The trap comes. Can they get out of it? They will. Zach Gagon gets it across. Mosteller. And that ball will be kicked out of bounds. Scary possession there for Skyridge fans, as that ball very well could have sailed out of bounds. You want it to be a little more controlled. Same thing, just on the other side of the court for this inbound. Get it into Gentry. Foul comes as Easton back fouls Joel Gardner. Now, something to watch is Crimson Cliffs has only 2 fouls in this quarter, and that starts to work against you, as they need 3 more fouls to send it to the foul line. Gentry trying to inbound, gets it up, and then the foul comes. Forgive me. Zach Gagon inbounded the ball, got it to Gentry, and then Mosteller was fouled. Still 13.3 seconds on the clock. Crimson Cliffs needs to foul once more and then another to get it to the free throw line. Passes errant, and final shot will go to Crimson Cliffs. What a crazy situation. The ball will go out of bounds, and the officials will give the ball to Skyrim. And I don't know if Crimson Cliffs had a timeout, but I am shocked they didn't use it if they had one. There goes the foul. You got the turnover, and man, that is a real tough pill to swallow. We'll get a timeout here as Skyridge really takes control. That ball poked away. Great defense to poke that ball out. I did not see who it went off of. Officials awarded the ball to Skyridge. Crimson Cliffs was shocked, frankly, by that call. And they might have been shocked by the defense as they tried to get it up the floor. What a turn of events as you go from a possible game-tying or game-winning shot to a turnover that, man, you've got to hope, but one more foul gets you in the bonus. They're shooting free throws. If you foul quickly, you'll have maybe 4 seconds to get it up the floor for hopefully a 2 or a 3 if he misses both free throws or only misses one. Fantastic 2 games I've had the opportunity to call tonight, as earlier we saw Copper Hills take down Mountain View, and now we've got another nail-biter up to the wire. Ball inbounded, foul comes. They'll send Joel Gardner to the line with 4.6 seconds to go. You're hoping for misses on the free throw line if you're a Mustang fan. You need at least one miss. 2 will make it a much more manageable shot, but 4.6 seconds to get it up the floor. You've got some fast kids out there, but you're most likely looking at a heave-in 3. First free throw up and good. Second free throw with the chance to seal this game. Joel Gardner with one more free throw attempt, and we'll see a timeout called by Crimson Cliffs as they, as they try to ice the kicker here. We'll use that analogy as they really want Joel Gardner nervous and thinking about this shot. I'd like to thank you all for joining me tonight as we've been able to bring this game to you. Our night is not over yet, though. The winner of this game will take on the winner of our nightcap game, Westlake or Farmington. That game is going to be an outstanding matchup. Both teams undefeated thus far in the year. And frankly, I don't know what to expect other than a dogfight. Joel Gardner, possibly the biggest free throw of the season right here as he's trying to seal this win for the Falcons. And he misses. Crimson Cliffs quickly calls a timeout. 4.2 seconds to go. As we still have a game here. It's really incredible to look back at how we got here. For most of the game, Crimson Cliffs was in control until the final 2 minutes of this fourth quarter when Crimson Cliffs tried to get the ball down to Travis Murdoch on 2 or 3 possessions, and we just saw some fantastic defense from the Falcons. Falcons got the turnover, and then Carson Mosteller hit 2 big 3-pointers to increase the lead to 7. That is how we've gotten to the spot. You also have to look at McKay Lindquist's big 3 to cut it to 4 to get it into this situation we're here now. Both teams fighting for a chance in this semifinal. We'll get back in. 4.4 seconds to go. Crimson Cliffs has to go 90 feet, or forgive me, a little less. Make it 70 feet to try and get a 3-pointer up. Inbounder will be unguarded. They have Lindquist double teamed. Ball will get inbounded. Lindquist has a shot. Oh, man. McKay Lindquist unable to tie up that game. He got a good look. This kid has been able to shoot off balance all night, unable to get that one to fall. What a game as Skyridge ends up taking the win, advancing to the semifinals. Skyridge will take on the winner of our next game, Farmington versus Westlake. And I got to give this Tap Bank player of the game to Ryder Gentry. His offense in the paint was the focal point and the biggest part of this Skyridge win. You've got some big plays on both sides, but Ryder Gentry, big play for him, young man. I'd like to thank you for joining me tonight. We'd like to thank our camera crew for making this all possible, bringing the visuals to you. We'll be back in 13 minutes with our next game, our nightcap, as Farmington takes on Westlake.